Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Welcome to Dear Dana.
Good day.
New song for today. Just for today.
Good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do. The
Welcome to Dear Dana. Come on in. It's a special day, special topic, special guest.
One step at a time. Yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the
Take the stress out of your body.
Pick one thought, have some concentration.
Move your body.
And if I make a mistake, it's
Release
called
the stress
education.
of today.
I try to do this
Wednesday,
every day.
hump
Call it
day.
replication. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Breathe in through your nose.
Today's gonna
Count
be a
4.
good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be
Hold
a good day. Wake up.
4.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Release your breath through your mouth.
Day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Inhale to
Today's gonna be a
the
good
through your
day.
nose.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Life ain't easy,
Hold
yo.
it.
I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just
Release
like
to the
every
count of
different
4.
season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the
Inhale
demons,
to the
yo.
count of 4.
Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of
Hold
flaws,
it.
so here come the clouds. They'll never stop
Release to the
unless I
count
can
of 4.
swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make
Inhale
it.
to the count of
Positive
4.
thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time is
Hold
how
it
you
to the count of
operate
4.
a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a
Release to the
foundation.
count of 4.
Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
body.
I live my life in
Release
my
the
head
stress
like a
and hold it.
narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a
Gonna
good
drop the
day.
link for our
Wake
guest.
up.
Just a
Today's
minute.
gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Inhale
Today's
again
gonna be a
through your
good
nose to the
day.
count of
Wake
4
up.
slowly.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Hold it.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be
Release
a
your breath to the
good
count of 4
day.
through your mouth.
Wake up early, gon' rise to the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3,
Release the stress
grow
from
hard,
your
grow
body.
with
Just release
Step
it.
4,
Let go.
everybody just do your thing.
Very good. Okay.
Step 1,
Welcome to
wake
Dear
up early, gon'
Dana.
rise to the sun. Step 2, get some good, some
It's
food in you.
Wednesday.
Step 3,
Very close to the
grow hard, grow
weekend.
what you wanna be. Step 4,
As you know, 2 days
everybody
ago
just do
was
your
National
thing.
Mental
Wake
Health
up.
Day.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Every day
Today's
should be
gonna be
Mental
a
Health
good
Day.
day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Need to take
Today's
care
gonna
of
be a
yourself.
good day. Wake
Welcome to
up.
Dear Dana.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Gotta cut
Wake
this
up.
groove off.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do. The aftermath.
Okay, I'm going to cut it off. That's a new groove. But it's about taking care of yourself. Set your affirmations. Have good thoughts in your head. So much of it's mindset. Today we're going to talk about mental health. We're going to break some of the walls down. Break some of the taboos down. Been too long. People have been confused. Been way confused about what it means to take care of your mental health. And today I have a very special guest that's going to help me break some of those walls down. So I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link for our very special guest. And it's AT2. AT2. So let's go ahead and drop that link. People will be filing in, I am sure of it. But here we go. Welcome to Dear Dana on this Wednesday night. Hump day. Everybody feels that tension starting to release as we get close to the weekend, unless you have to work on the weekend. But I decided, since we had National Mental Health Day, what better time to still talk about it? We need to let go of all the bad taboos and thoughts people have about reaching out, getting help, getting support. Because people still walk around with those ideas that some of our families put in our heads, right? Hey there, Vegas girl. Even my family put in my head about, you keep it in the family, you keep your mouth shut. You work it out in the family. You don't talk about it outside of the house. Wrong, wrong, wrong again. Part of the reason I went to school to become a psychotherapist. It's the reason we have so much going on in the world. We have chaos, right? Depression, anxiety, crime, people self medicating because they have so much depression, anxiety, stuff in their shadow self, unresolved things they can't deal with, sadness, right? And they have these thoughts about not supposed to reach out, not supposed to tell anybody, not supposed to get help, because if you get help, that means you're crazy. No, let me tell you, I respect people the most that get help because they're self aware. They're self aware. And they know they need it. People that reach out and get help, highly intelligent, self aware individuals. Yep, highly intelligent, self aware individuals. That is the truth of the matter. That is the truth of the matter. I did not drop a link for AT2. I'm hoping he is still around. There he is. Oh, I hope he feels better. Welcome, the one and only Mr. AT2.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity.
Oh, I'm happy that you came because I'm a tiny channel.
No.
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. It's still like a little residual headache, but for the most part, it's gone away.
People tend to feel better when they leave here. But, I've been told
That's what I'm hoping for.
some people say they come just to hear my voice. Well, if that's the case, I don't care.
Hey, as long as they're coming, that's all that matters, right?
That's right. I'm hoping more people will come crawling in. I put the word out there. I thought they'd come just for you.
I went ahead and shared the video too as well, so hopefully we can get some more people in here. So.
Yeah, typically they come crawling in. I had my normal people, my community. I was going earlier because I didn't want to cross some of my friends or creators, but then my community was like, no, go back to your old time. So I was like, okay. Because I found a lot of my friends that are creators were going live at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on some nights, and I didn't want to clash.
Yeah.
It makes
I've been
hard.
noticing it's a lot of conversation regarding when to go live and who's going live. And my thing is that, hey, somebody will catch the replay.
Yeah, it makes it hard because I want to respect everybody.
Right.
Plus, they do the fun drama, and I do the calma.
The calma, I like that.
I calma things down. We have laughs and stuff here. It's just not the same thing,
Right.
So, since it was, National Mental Health, and I feel so passionately about it because it gets a bad rap.
Yes.
I was raised that way. It got a bad rap. I mean, I had a grandfather that wanted to help us fund our college. And I remember second year in college when you had to really nail down what you wanted to do for your major.
Mm-hmm.
And I started, like I said, I told you before, I started out in dance and journalism. I was in the school of dance, but I knew that wouldn't last but so long. So I'd pick journalism because you can do that for a lifetime.
Right.
Dance, you only do it as long as you're young and cute.
You're still cute.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But that's the truth. As long as you're young, you can dance, but there's a time limit. But I decided to change it to psychology because my heart was in helping people. When my grandfather found out, because I was raised in a family where you said nothing about problems, you did not reach out and get help. You kept it in the family, you kept your mouth shut, and you dealt with it yourself and figured it out.
Right.
When he found that out, he was not going to help me with school unless I became a teacher, a nurse, or a physician.
Wow.
That's how against it he was. So I was like, I love you. That's okay. I do it myself. That's how strongly I felt.
Right. And he felt strongly too. Like, if you don't do these three things, then I'm not supporting you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I did it myself. And it's just a big taboo among many communities, many families, etc. And I was raised, the secrets of the father, the sins of the father. It was it gets passed down from generations.
Yeah, it definitely does.
And kids pay for it. And when families don't deal with traumas, don't deal with problems, that shit gets passed down.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth. And it affects you mentally, physically, your parenting, your health. And a lot of people do not realize it can trigger disease.
Mm.
And that's the truth. There's a lot of people that would not have, and I'm not saying it's all cancer, okay? There's a lot of people that would not have cancer. And I'm not saying all cancer, that would not have heart disease and various other sundry diseases if they had dealt with their mental health. And I'm not saying, let me preface, I'm not saying all heart disease, all cancer, all etc.
Right.
But there's a lot of it that would not get triggered if they had dealt with their stuff. Because, think about it. Heart attack is attack of the heart.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? If someone walks around with so much, we're only as sick as our secrets.
Mm.
If they walk around with so much guilt, so much anger, so much etc., think of what it triggers.
Yeah, I do think all that will eat you up on the inside.
Yeah. It depends on what kind of person. Look, I'm not a person that can carry around guilt. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So let's go to, if you're open to it. Well, let me say one quick thing. The other thing is, if you reach out and get a counselor or a psychologist or psychiatrist or whatever, you have to find one that clicks with you. Everybody's not going to click with you. They're not. You have to find one that you kind of vibe with. And the second thing is, did you know that all counselors, psychologists, I'm a trained psychotherapist, psychiatrist, etc., have to go to therapy?
Yeah.
It's mandatory. So they don't put their junk on people they're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing worse.
Yeah, I learned that from my therapist.
You don't want to go to a therapist if you're married, a therapist that's pissed off at their partner.
I can imagine.
You know what I mean? So let's move forward. One of the reasons that I asked you is you have been so transparent about the fact that you chose to go to therapy.
Yeah. The reason why, let me let you finish. I'm sorry.
No, I'm finished.
Oh, okay. The reason why I was so transparent about it is because I think that a lot of YouTube creators I think they're not honest about how this affects you and how mentally it is draining, and you have to be so. There's no kind of rule book for YouTube. I mean, people will do help videos and how you do this and that, but it doesn't really help you. Like, it's not like, okay, if I watch this tutorial on how to grow your YouTube channel, I'm gonna grow my YouTube channel following this. None of those videos ever work. I don't know if anybody has watched one of those videos, but they never work. They don't work. So,
Nope and nope and nope.
yeah, you can do everything that person tells you in that video, and it never works. But it gets discouraging, it gets draining, and you need like an outlet. And sometimes you can't really talk to your friends and family when they don't really understand YouTube and stuff like that. There's certain things that they don't understand and don't get. And even sometimes your therapist won't get it, but they can come from a different standpoint and stuff.
You're breaking up just a little bit.
What do you mean?
Kind of popping in and out.
Oh, it's popping in and out? I'm sorry.
Audio is.
Let me see. Okay. Is it better?
Talk a little more.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. That's perfect. Okay. Got it. But what I was saying was that I believe that, with all the stuff that comes with YouTube and stuff like that, you need kind of like that outlet, someone that you can naturally talk to without having any kind of prejudgment or somebody that already knows you. It's great to sometimes get help from an outside source. And so that's what I wanted to do. And as well, I needed it for a few other things that were going on in my life. But for the most part, I just needed that other outlet and someone to give me the tools to help me to learn how to do with things outside of getting angry, blowing up at people.
Sheila's one says, "It's your connection."
Oh, it's my connection? Okay. Let me go out and come back in.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm glad everybody's here tonight. I hope some more people trickle in and watch. It was very kind of AT2 to come in here and speak about this, because I want people to realize being able to go to a counselor or a therapist is a good resource. Okay, good. Okay. You're back.
Do I sound better now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Whew. My internet, sorry.
Your internet. You there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Okay, I didn't know if you were like talking or something like that. That's why I didn't want to interrupt.
No, I was filling the time till you came back.
Oh, okay, cool. But I feel that everyone, not even just somebody that's doing YouTube, but everyone should have, and it doesn't even have to be a therapist. Maybe it's just somebody that you have that you can talk to, a partner or whatnot, someone that you have some kind of where someone's not going to prejudge you and take what you tell them and tell everybody else.
I need to start a YouTube support group.
Great, a YouTube that would be great. A YouTube support group.
I never thought of that till you just said that now. A confidential YouTube support group for creators.
Yes,
it can get very stressful.
Sometimes I don't know if I say something, if it's going to be told to someone else. So that's why if there's anything I can't say publicly, I just don't say.
Right. Nikki says, "Hi." Let me pull that up. Hi from the bushes.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you for sharing your experiences. Yeah, Sheila's one started to do a channel. He lost his young daughter about 2.5 months ago.
Oh no.
And he's one of my moms, and he's a good friend of mine as well. And he started to do it, and he would be very good at it. but I was trying to explain the complexities of it because look, I'm still struggling.
Right. Hey, I still struggle too.
I've tried to get monetized twice and didn't know what I did wrong. So look, I paid an expert to look at my whole channel because I tried to clean it up and do all these things. I was sure I was getting monetized. And
Right.
I told him, I said, please look at it because I have no idea what I've done. And he was going to look at it and delete anything that was wrong. I said, don't delete it because I need to learn. I want to understand.
Right.
So he's going to write everything down and explain and show me. I want to understand. And he said, because he's from somewhere else, but he speaks fluent English, and he said, you're innocent like a child. He said, I love your channel, and you've done very hard work. He said, but nobody ever explained to you, and you don't understand all the nuances. So he's writing everything down so I can understand and going to teach me. And
that's good.
Exactly what I need.
Right.
Because it's not everything, it's little nuances of something.
Because I don't understand why it's not getting approved. I still don't know. And I hate to sound like old school, but when I did it, I didn't have any complications. Like I put it in, got approved over the weekend, and then boom, it was fine.
I think part of it is when I started, because I thought, well, I'm not monetized, right? That I might have shown something from another channel because I was talking about a certain topic, thinking it's okay because I'm not monetized. Back when I first begun.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
I remember asking you if you had any kind of yellow or red marks or copyright claims or anything. You said no
copyright claims, because when I went back to do it the second time, 0 copyright claims or nothing showing, well, you did this or you did this. 0. 0, nothing. No checks, nothing from YouTube, nothing. So that's why I couldn't understand, okay, where do I go? What did I do? And they won't tell you. They won't explain. They won't say, well, you did this or you need to correct that. Nothing. So you have to figure it out on your own.
That is frustrating.
Yeah, you 100% have to figure it out on your own. So if I don't know what I did, I can't correct it. And I was trying to scan my channels, think, what did I do? What do I see? And because, look, my thing is psychotherapy, hypnosis, guided meditation. I teach students. It's not my bag. I just learned to use Instagram 3-4 years ago. You get me?
Right.
So it's not my wheelhouse at all. So I was trying to learn how to what is algorithm, what is analytics, all that stuff.
Right. You're just trying to learn the basics, but then you got this whole nother world of trying to learn everything else.
I still don't understand SEO. And I was trying to learn keywords and yeah. So that's why I think he said, you're innocent. He said, you're innocent like a child. So he's going to teach me because he was like, I'll delete him. I was like, no, don't delete him. Because if you do, I'll never understand what I did.
Right. And it's important for you to know what you did or, what's wrong with it. And I'm glad that you did get that help from the outside source to try to see, if he can help you with it. Because definitely, I was all like, if it's not one of those things, I don't know what it is.
That's why I kept asking. I was almost pleading, can somebody help me figure out what I did? Because I don't know what I did. That's
right.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
And I'm surprised they don't tell you what you did. That's
Yeah. I mean, you would think they want to help people. If they can see what you did, why don't they tell you?
right. Because if I did nothing wrong, why are you not approving me?
I mean, they if they can see what you did wrong, why don't they send you a worksheet?
Mm-hmm.
So I digress. That is part of it. Why it's stressful. People don't realize how much you have to learn.
Right.
When you're younger and you've been doing all this stuff out of the gate, which I'm not, I'm 103. When you're like, my daughter's naturally been doing some of the stuff, she still doesn't understand all of it. So that's like you're saying, you can't just talk to anybody about it. You're sitting there talking about it, they don't understand.
Right.
And then you've got, now, I've only been in one stressful situation on YouTube. But then you've got
Ooh, you're lucky.
the YouTube streets. And that's a whole nother thing.
Right.
That if you don't have a thick skin, yes, Ibn Yahard said YouTube can be very heavy. Yes, it can.
Yes.
You have to protect your energy.
Oh, you do. Protect your peace.
This is selenite. It's like doing the at the airport thing.
Oh.
If you don't have selenite, I'm telling you, you can feel it when you put it around your body. It's not a woo-woo thing. You can literally feel it. My husband is as straight-laced and techie IT guy as you can get. And he will ask me to do this.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, you have to get a thick skin. Because
very true.
There are a lot of good humans on YouTube. But there are a lot of people that are out for a pound of flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're crawling the ladder hard. And if they see you crawling harder, or if you happen to, I don't know, you've gone a different road from what I can see, AT2.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get into the drama lane with them, ooh, honey, you're
it's hard to get out too when you get in that lane.
How hard was it for you?
It was like an internal battle, and this is what I mean by that. Because if I stray from what people know me for, then I know that I'm not going to have that audience anymore. And it was very hard because, I hate to say that you try to do things because you like to do it, but it's easier to fall into doing stuff that you don't like to do if it is bringing you money or the attention or the clicks and the views and stuff like that. And so having to take the hit and be all like, okay, no, I need to stray away from doing the drama stuff, and then gearing towards actual content. It was a battle because it's all like, I don't know if people are going to watch me. I don't know if people are going to be into that kind of thing. Like, how do I make that transition? How do I make that change? And if I do, is it going to work? Is it going to be successful? So it really is an internal battle with yourself, trying to figure out where you want to go with it.
Right. When you were in the other place, though, how did it feel internally for you as a human being? How did it affect you? Health, emotional, spiritual, physical?
I'll be honest, like sometimes like it would be all like, oh, here we go again. You just kind of feel like it wasn't fun at times. And it was all like, okay, well, here we go, hopping in this situation, having to fight over this or just it does bring out a negative feeling, or a dark energy out of you. And sometimes I can say, for me, it'll be like, okay, this is just a role, this is just me playing a role, let me just play a role like I'm an actor and just go into here. And then sometimes it would really bother you because it's not something that you want to do. Like, I don't like being a mean person in real life, So me having to say some things or do some things that I wouldn't do in my normal life,
Yeah.
it didn't feel good.
Yeah. And this is what I tell everybody. You know how they say you are what you eat, right? You are what you ingest, what you see, what you listen to, etc. Because you take that energy with you into your house, into your relationships, how you interact with people around you.
Hmm.
And it's the truth. So you might be sitting at your dinner table and have that stuff going on YouTube, right? And maybe start trying to talk about it with people in your family or in your house, just venting.
Right.
And they'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to hear that crap.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But that energy's heavy.
Hmm.
And you brought it into your house and you brought it into your body.
Mm.
So if you brought that into your body repetitively, what do you think it's doing to your body?
It's eating at you.
Yeah, and it can lower your immune system, and it literally affects your cellular level
Mm.
when you don't even realize it. And the unconscious part of your brain is like a recording system. You may think you're handling it in your frontal lobe, where you're aware of what's going on in your world, but the unconscious part of your brain is like Memorex, and
Hmm.
it's taking in all this information. And it affects who you become and who you are and your personality and who you're attracting in your life.
I can imagine that.
And that sucks. And it attracts a lot of what is going on in your life when you don't even realize it. And you're like, man, why am I having such bad luck? Why is all this crap going on in my life? Right?
I agree.
So is this kind of clicking with you?
Yeah.
So when you shift gears, right, and you make the decision to be like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm pushing it away, because you can almost feel it. It's almost palatable.
Hmm.
You can feel that energy. Ugh. When you shift gears and decide, well, I know I'm going to get the clicks and views and the money here. When you shift gears and decide, I'm taking this different road and it's going to be more positive because I don't want to deal with this crap anymore. And you decide, I'm only going to be around better people, better energy. My content's going to be this way. And your your unconscious starts picking up on more positive things. You want to be
Hmm.
around better humans, right? And the Memorex starts picking up on all the better things. Then you start feeling a shift around you too.
Wow.
It's both science and spiritual. It's a thing.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you.
So now you see, Dana is not woo woo juju. It's a thing.
Hmm.
And that's why they say you are the sum of the people and the things you have around you. So I want you to remember, your unconscious is like Memorex, and it's banking the stuff that you're taking in, right?
I agree. Yeah, that's why also there's a lot of content that I don't watch because taking in a whole bunch of negativity is bad for you as well too.
Yeah. I mean, look, when I was younger, I loved horror movies, loved them because I felt like something in me was the procurer of light versus dark. Like
Hmm.
I was the one that was almost in there saying, "I'm going to kick your butt," right? I was the one that was like, I'm going to take that monster down, right?
Right.
But when I got older and I had kids and real life things were going on, I didn't want to deal with that darkness anymore.
Mm.
Real life was happening and internal changes, and I've been through a lot. And I told you I had the NDE when I was 12, and that was
Right. Right.
real. I mean, my parents, my mom, people, it was a real thing. But I think that was part of why I was so attracted to horror movies.
Mm.
But you get older, and then you start to see, and you watch the news, and you see all that dark real life crap happening,
Yeah.
and it's more and more and more.
Yeah. I know there's a situation. It's so crazy because the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff, but then like there's a real serial in Stockton, California, and I used to live in the Central Valley, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty close to home, and that's scary thinking about that.
Yeah. And here's the thing with going back to mental health, right? When people younger, older, and I'm not saying all the serial unlifers is mental health, but some aspect of it has to be. But people also make choices, okay?
Mm.
But a lot of people that are on the streets, on drugs, um, gang banging, suffer from alcoholism, people that are losing jobs, people that are going through multiple marriages, can't make their relationships work,
Mm.
etc., etc. If they felt like they could reach out and get help, you would see those numbers dive down
Right, right.
exponentially. But our country doesn't put as much money or
Mhm.
light on mental health as they should. They don't.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that they don't, because I do think it would take care of a lot of issues, especially the homelessness that's going on. It's really sad to see. It's almost like it's discouraging, and just seeing it. When you still well, I'll speak for myself, but when I step outside and go a few blocks and I see it, and it just is very disheartening.
It's more than disheartening because they put funds in ridiculous places
Hmm.
rather than putting funding in mental health and homes for some of the people that are homeless.
Right,
Some of those
right,
people that are homeless on the streets have an education.
right.
They had, it was their last paycheck. Maybe they were in the panorama
Hmm.
and things didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? It's the craziest thing I've seen.
Yeah. Like people that are homeless are not lazy people. Like I remember hearing that when I was growing up and like not actually understanding it, and then now I understand it a lot early. And I think there's still people who still have that old school mentality of like, oh, they're just lazy and don't want to work.
And that upsets me too.
Hmm.
Who wants to who in their right mind? Who in their right mind wants to live on the street.
Right.
I mean, that makes no ever loving sense
None.
whatsoever. And this is what I tell people, and when I teach students, because I tell them I've got a communication class on a platform called OutSchool. The universe did something weird because it's supposed to be communication. Every student I get from all over the world and the United States is being sent to me, and it's not communication they're needing. They have
Mm.
other deep seated problems, whether it's PTSD, they haven't left their home in a year, um, anxiety, depression, etc. I'm not
Right.
even kidding. So I focus on whatever that individual student's need is to get them where they need to go.
Mm.
And I've got one student, their mother has sent her back. This is the fifth session of 10 classes that the mother sent her back.
Oh, wow.
Because, and it's not supposed to be therapeutic, but guess what? It is. Because when I got her, she had not left her house in a year.
Oh,
And,
wow.
and now and I'm not saying it's because of me. No, I'm not saying that. I am a vessel.
Right. A vessel. Right.
But she's leaving her house, going to the park, going to the beach, doing things,
That's
writing.
awesome.
I mean, it melts my heart. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm a tool. It is not because of me. But I'm just saying that class turned into something vastly different.
Yeah. No, way more than what, you even expected.
There are kids out there hurting. And their parents are not sending them for mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And they're ending up in places like my class. That was supposed to be communication because the kids are scared to stand up in front of a class or something like that, right?
Right.
And it has been every single student sent to me, bar none. I'm not even joking.
Wow.
It was not developed for that. So the universe is playing a trick. Or we're not supposed to say GOD, but be that as it may.
Right.
So mental health now more than ever after going through the virus, everybody to some degree, everybody, I would be shocked if it wasn't every single human being has been affected by anxiety, depression, PTSD, or something,
Right.
even if they don't realize it, by what has gone on. How could they not be?
Right. It affected us all. Like, I don't think there's one person that could say, oh, it didn't affect me.
I mean, how can that happen to you and change your life so massively and it not affect you?
The whole world. Can you imagine something that would take out the whole world? Never in a million years,
Everybody had to stay in. Everybody had to wear a mask. Everybody was scared of what was going to happen. Or they were cray-cray and didn't give a you-know-what.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it could be movie of the week.
Everybody said the zombie apocalypse was going to happen.
I mean, my husband was watching that movie from, I don't know when, years and years ago, that had Dustin Hoffman in it, and it had all the big stars, right?
I know which one you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
When the virus was going everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he was watching that repeat, and I was like, oh, geez. It reminded me of what just happened.
All that during that time.
I was like, it's kind of weird because if you think about it, the movies that come out
Mm-hmm.
are almost self-prophesizing. Almost.
Right.
It's like, do you really want to watch them? I mean, that was a long time ago, but still. People have been affected. By the way, The National Mental Health Hotline number, if you're in dire need, is 988. Let me put that out
Yeah.
there.
And I think that's awesome that they did change the number.
Yeah. But more than anything, when you were transparent about it, I could not have been more proud of you.
Thank you.
I literally got tears when you came out and said that. Literally. Because when people are self aware and they say it out loud, especially when so many people are like, I ain't crazy, I'm not going to therapy.
Right.
When you have to be very self aware to say, look, I need some help. Because when you go to therapy, people don't realize it's like, I'm picking you. When you hire a therapist, they work for you.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they work for you. And you go there and you sit down and you spill your guts, basically. And they listen and they help you retrack your mindset.
Right.
So it's not so heavy on you. They don't sit there and say, well, damn, you're crazy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people don't get. They let you spill your guts, take all that heavy out of your body. That is what it's about. It's about taking all that heavy crap out of your body.
Right.
If you had a bullet in your body and the doctor cut it out, that's what you need. So you got all this heavy yuck in your body that you're carrying around, and you go to a therapist and you're taking it out of your body, and they're helping you redirect your mindset so it's healthier, more positive, and it works for you, not against you.
Right. And I do want to tell people that I did refuse it the first time it was offered to me. So it is natural that people do refuse the help. You know, I don't want to say like, oh, yeah, I just jumped on it because I knew it. No, I refused it the first time it was offered. I was like, no, I don't need that. I'm not crazy.
Okay. So I want to know, what were you thinking and why? I know you said, no, I'm not taking it. I'm not crazy. So why did you, be honest, I know you said I'm not crazy, reject it the first time?
Because I thought that I didn't really need it, and not that I didn't think that. Now I'm about to double speak.
Okay.
Because it's not that I felt I was above it, but I felt like I did not need it originally. So with me, I was like, I can whatever issues I got going on, I can solve it myself. I don't need that. But I realized that, later on down the line, I was like, you know what? Maybe I do. So I wasn't above it. It just was all like, I don't think I need that.
So what was the switch? What was the switch?
It happened kind of fast too. I can't necessarily pinpoint like what event happened in my life that made me go like, okay, now I do need it. It was it was multiple different things. Like for example, I had got a job and then I had got let go from the job due to it was slow, and then I was in this transitional phase where it was all like, okay, am I going to do this YouTube thing full time, or am I going to go back into the workforce and find another job? So it was a lot of what's my next step and what's my next move, and I really don't know. There was a lady that I used to work with years ago, and she'd be like, AT2, you need to have a 5-year plan. What's your 5-year plan? And she always just say that to me, and I feel like, oh, I really don't know. And she's like, you have to have one. You have to have one.
So
And
stressful.
right. And let me tell you, I still ain't got the damn 5-year plan. However, however, I was thinking, like, what am I going to do with my future? What does my future entail? Like, I felt internally that I was a failure and I needed to get out that mind frame. So that's one of the reasons why I chose. Yes.
That's rough. Well, let me tell you something. When my son's medical situation, because he only aged a third of the rate we do, okay?
Mm.
And he was in a wheelchair. By the way, I don't know if you've seen it. This is my son.
Aww.
He was 21 in this picture.
Wow.
I could still carry him. This is the last photo I had of him. The hospital accidentally unlifed him.
Mm.
But when his medical stuff, and I would do it all over again, got more complicated, I stopped doing brick and mortar therapy. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so, because I needed to be home with him and my daughter, and occasionally I'd have old clients call me and say, I don't want to go to somebody else. Can you do it via Zoom or whatever? I just take them. But when he left, I didn't want to be here. I'm not going to lie, I didn't want to be here.
Right. I can imagine.
But I had a daughter. And I didn't want to not be here for her. And I didn't want to affect her life in that way. And it was worth me being here for her. You see what I'm saying? So I had a mindset switch.
Right.
I had those feelings which were natural. Because losing a child is just vastly, vastly different. And so I started searching for help. I knew I wasn't going to do anything stupid. I wouldn't do that. I know what the other side looks like and it's beautiful, but I knew I wouldn't do that to my child. It was just a normal feeling.
Right.
And I felt like I couldn't breathe and I had to go through that grief and I got help and stuff. And I started teaching English to Chinese children online in China. And they couldn't speak English. So I got to use a lot of my son's things to take some of that love I had for him and be animated and do things with him in a way I would do with him.
Wow.
And it sort of helped with some of the healing. And then I found YouTube and got to guest a little bit with Up and Adam, and they kept pushing me to do a channel, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Still don't know a lot of what I'm doing. But I made a promise. I made a promise to my son, my daughter, that I would reach out to help people in the best way that I could. Not do therapy, but you see what I'm saying.
Right.
And as it became monetized, one day here soon, that it would be a stepping stone to start a foundation. You get what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
So that has always been my internal intention. But I had no idea how much you have to learn and all of the stress
Right.
that it can create, and how much you have to learn and how careful you have to be and what you can say and what you can't say and all the YouTubey things.
I wish I would have started years ago when it seemed like it was easier.
Do what now?
I said, I wish I would have started years ago when it seems like it was a lot easier.
Yeah. And see, you are a personality
Mm.
to a large degree. I am something out of left field, out of the box. So, oh, thank you, Vegas girl. So you're growing and you're doing your thing and you're going to do very well. I'm so proud of you that you decided to veer. It's going to keep growing. You don't have to worry. So,
Right.
what I was trying to say is losing my son, I used to make all these 5-year plans. That's what I'm getting at.
Mm.
But what I have learned, AT2, is the most important thing you can do is be in this moment.
Mm.
Be fully aware. Be in this moment. Give it everything you've got. Care about and love the people around you. And be fully you as you can be. Don't worry so much about the 5-year plan. Be in the now and notice what's going on around you. Because if you're worrying so much about 5 years down the road, guess what? You're not living right now.
Oh, you don't know how much pressure you taking off of me right now.
Uh-oh, you froze.
Oh, am I still here?
Yeah, you're still, you froze. When you went like this, you froze.
Oh,
It was like, hallelujah.
that was the spirit. That was the spirit. But no, you relieved so much pressure off of me, like, because I always felt that you can't live in the now. You have to think of 30 steps, 50 billion steps ahead. But it's okay to live in the now.
No, if you're 5 years ahead of you're not living right now at all.
Wow.
You're not noticing anything around you. You're not noticing your breath. You're not living.
Mm.
You have to be self-aware right here. You got me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when's the last time you walked outside and really felt the ground under your feet and noticed this plant next to you and noticed what it actually felt like to breathe the air? I'm being for real.
Mm.
I mean, just really notice what it felt like to be alive.
Wow. I haven't thought about that, like how it felt.
You need to.
Yeah. Usually the only time I have those kind of thoughts is if I'm under the influence, but I haven't had like that thought, like just, just normal with no substances.
Yeah. Baby, I can take you to places without any substances. And I'm not talking about sex. No. I only do that with my husband.
Oh my God.
See, I'm not so boring, AT2. You just did not know.
No, you're definitely not. You're definitely not. Oh my God. I almost fell out of my chair. Like, oh my God.
Vegas girl said, I need a daily dose of Dana. This has been so refreshing. See, people just don't, till they come here, they just don't know, baby. They just don't know.
Right.
See, I can do something like this, and I can put my hands up to the screen and you do it. You just feel so much better in 1 minute. 1 minute. You just don't know. You will feel so much lighter, not heavy. And it's not even hoodoo. It's just light.
Light. Right.
And I shine up like a light bulb. It takes a minute for me to de-shine, but just one of those things. That's just what happens. I can't help it. But, I have to say,
Yeah.
if that did not happen to me when I was 12, I could not have survived losing my child. Could not have
Mhm.
survived it. That's when it made sense. Does it still hurt me at times? Yes, it
Oh yeah, that
oh,
has to.
heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah.
Mhm.
But I feel like I have purpose. So you are a personality. I don't know what even to call me, but I have a purpose.
Your personality.
You would have said that a few months ago. You get to know me better now. You've only known me in smidges
Smidges, yeah.
on YouTube, but mainly through text.
Right, right.
But I feel like you're a little more comfortable now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I do have a mission with the mental health thing. Maybe if it wasn't called mental, people would feel better.
Yeah. Or maybe if it was just called like health. I don't know. I don't know. Like
Maybe if it was called brain health.
brain health. Yeah, something like that.
Sounds better than mental. You're so
Yeah.
let me give you a brainwash. Let me give you a brain bath.
Because the word mental is bad too. Like you're mental. I
Yeah,
don't think anybody says that anymore, but like
bad connotation.
yeah.
When somebody goes, I have a headache, nobody blinks an eye and says, oh, let me give you something to make you feel better.
I don't want to call it head health either. That might be something else.
Brain health sounds better.
Yeah.
My brain is just so full of, can you help me make my brain feel better?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, I can definitely see that more.
Are
The
you
mental, I think mental just has that negative connotation to it.
are you up for a tiny challenge? Just a tiny one.
Yeah.
Okay. You know how I was starting to do the breath work at the beginning of the show?
Hmm.
You know how sometimes you get stress and anxiety?
Hmm.
Do me a favor. Just put
Yes.
your hands to the screen for a second.
Okay.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to inhale
Yes.
through your nose to the count of 4.
Okay.
Hold it to 4. Blow out through your mouth to the count of 4. Look at me. Just look at me. Inhale to 4. Hold it. Blow out to the count of 4. I want you to feel my hands push towards you. Inhale to the count of 4. And the only thing I would push towards you is a lot of light and positive energy, nothing negative. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold it. Exhale slowly through your mouth to the count of 4. I want you to imagine a big fat golden star full of white, brilliant light over your head, leaking like water, moving through your body, scooping up all negativity, toxins, energy blocks, rolling down to your feet, scooping up energy, blocks, toxins, anything that doesn't belong. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold it and blow out slowly through your mouth to the count of 4. And just look at my hands. Look at me push positive energy towards you. One more big inhale and imagine that beautiful, blinding white light from the big fat star moving like water through your body. Any pain, discomfort, unease in your body is melting away. Blow out. Excellent. And you just have beautiful, blinding white light around your body. Comfort, and calm. Comfort and calm. You'll probably sleep really good tonight.
Wow.
Just feel comfort and calm and ease. Excellent. And just open your eyes. Do you feel any better, anything, any experience whatsoever?
I felt like this energy,
Good.
like the yeah, like it's almost like a, how can I describe it? Like a positive reinforcement.
Good. Any energy around your body, any calming, anything. Be honest, I don't care. If you don't,
Yeah. I did feel like air. Like, maybe that was my own breath. But I felt like this air, like in my hands, and then when you said move it through your body, like I felt like, I don't know, like it was like this air, like through my whole body. And then I don't know if it's the ceiling fan, but the ceiling fan doesn't even blow that hard, so it was something.
okay. I don't think the air blowing through your hands was your breath because it was facing me. So all it is a scientifically proven real thing. I am not a whatever that word was.
Mm,
We'll keep it to ourselves. But it's a scientific proven thing. It will make you feel better. You should feel lighter. You should sleep really well tonight. I've been trained, so don't worry. I've done it with a lot of people to help with medical problems.
mm.
I just wanted to let you know you never have to worry.
Thank you.
And anybody that watches can get the residual from it.
Yeah, I hope people were doing it along with us.
Yeah. Just curious commentary. Did you do it along with us? Just curious commentary? Because people can rewatch it and get the residual from it.
Right.
I've done it with small children, animals. So it's very helpful. It's hard to do on myself. Sometimes I wish I could. I can do it on my leg or feet, but I can't do it to other parts of my body. Damn it.
It's almost like you can give the best advice to other people, but not yourself. It's kind of like that thing, like it kind of doesn't work on yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's why doctors have to go to doctors and therapists have to go to
Right.
therapists and yeah. But I've had like Shoeless One is training. He was here earlier. He's from Australia.
Hmm.
I started training him and then he's going to places to train as well in Australia. And
That's
there's
awesome.
times he will help me. And recently we helped work on a cancer patient. She's pretty far, but we're trying to see how much we can help assist her.
Wow.
We make no guarantees, none. We did help a lady that had a rash from head to toe. It was angry and red, and what the doctors were giving her was not helping. She showed us a photo. We did it, and then after it had all but disappeared.
Wow.
It can come back with her stress. We make no guarantees. There's another lady that had what's the really bad toothache that they have to do
The absence or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, she had an abscess and the pain was severe and we did it with her and the pain was gone within 30 minutes.
Wow.
But I told her, you better go to the doctor and have that sucker pulled out because,
Right. That's serious.
just because the pain's gone doesn't mean the problem's over. So, look, Western medicine and Eastern medicine work together great. That's part of the reason why I had my son as long as I did.
Mm.
But anyway, again, I digress. But mental health, again, Western and Eastern, can also work greatly with mental health.
Right. Right.
You can go to a therapist, you can go to a psychologist, you can go to a psychiatrist, but you can also explore Eastern medicine with some of the mental health issues that you deal with.
I agree.
I mean, you can go to, sometimes you can go to therapy and go to an acupuncturist for some things. Have you ever been to one of those?
No, I've never tried the acupuncture. No.
I've had it once. Baby. She decided she had to stick needles all over my body. But I have MS, but that was before I got diagnosed. And I was like, woo, what are you doing? Because she was lighting them
Mm-hmm.
and sticking them in. I was like, wait a minute. But it did help a
But
lot.
it did. Okay.
Yeah. But you can explore all kinds of things to help with your mental health. Explore what works for you. But you can go to a support group. If you don't want to go to a regular therapist, go to a support group
Mm.
to get out what's going on with you. I have had multiple people write me in my DMs, okay, saying that I gave them the courage to finally reach out and go. And here's the truth. People in different ethnic communities have a very difficult time going.
Right. That's true.
And you explain why you think it is, AT2.
It goes back to the stigma of being crazy. Like, oh, you must got issues, or you that weird person over there. I don't know where that stigma comes from. It's really bad though. It's not helpful at all to have that kind of mind frame and mind thought.
My mom. That's all we heard. It doesn't come from my family. No, nobody in my family's like that. You
Right.
better not go talk to anybody.
You go to church. Not you don't go see a therapist, you go to church if you need help.
And I am, look, my dad was, I am the white. Do you say black sheep? I'm the white sheep in my family. You do not go. You do not talk. You don't say a word to anybody. I don't want to hear a word. The neighbors don't need to know a thing. You keep your mouth shut. You don't even go to the
Right.
guidance counselor at school.
Mm-mm.
They'll be calling somebody to get in our business.
Right. What happens in this house stays in this house.
Yes. And that has been a huge problem. A huge problem. And here's the other thing. Psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists, counselors are confidential. They do not tell your business unless you are going to hurt yourself
Right.
or someone else. Oh, this the Southern Belle. I feel everyone is a beautiful person because we are all God's children. That is true. We are all God's children. But we all need help from time to time. And that is true. But again,
Yes.
therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, counselors will not tell your business unless they think you're going to harm yourself or harm someone else. It's completely confidential.
Right. Right.
Period. So you're safe to go. If you go and say, I eat dog food every day, they're not going to say a word.
Right. You can't harm yourself, I don't think.
No. You just cannot hurt yourself or someone else. They would have to report that.
Right.
Like if you're going to unlife yourself or someone else. So I don't want anybody to be afraid. I don't know if anyone's got questions, but I'm hoping this is more helpful. See, I'm starting to. I must be hungry or something. I've got dry mouth. I'm hoping this has been helpful. If anyone has questions when this is over, you are more than welcome to DM me on Instagram or put your questions in the comments below. Please ask or make a comment. I always answer. I'm not so big that I don't see the comments. They come in my email and they come in my comment area.
Yes.
Always, 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 always ask or make a comment. Never be afraid to reach out to anyone. If you rather reach out to, I guess they have church counselors or church pastors that you can reach out to. If you'd rather do that, do that. But I know sometimes it can get gossipy in church.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the truth. That's the truth. We know that. But never be afraid to reach out. Do not keep it to yourself. Do not be miserable. And please, stay in the moment. Breathe. Check out the air. Check out the flowers. Take your shoes off and get grounded. The weather's still good. Release the EMFs, the electromagnetic frequencies in your body from being around lights and computers and cell phones and all that stuff. That can make your anxiety levels go up, your blood pressure higher. For those that aren't used to being on my channel, get barefoot, go on the grass. Hey, Busy Blues #2 fan, baby. Get barefoot, go on the grass without your cell phone, and it will release the extra electromagnetic frequencies in your body like that. And it will release some of the anxiety in your body and help with depression. Sometimes it's that because you've got too many EMFs in your body, and that's science. Scientifically proven. If you do that a couple of minutes every day, you will literally feel it from your knees down, a tingling feeling, because the EMFs are releasing out of your body. Sometimes that's tanking you up and causing extra anxiety and depression, and you don't even know it. Because you think about it, you are touching something electric all day long. And your body's partially electric, or a lot electric. And so you're surrounded constantly. You don't think that's amping your EMFs in your body up? It is. You can take one of those meters that you can get at Home Depot or somewhere that measures EMFs, and your numbers will be spiked.
Oh, wow.
The minute you go barefoot on the ground and test it, it will just plummet. Science, and spirituality and counseling. Yep, that's me. So you go get one of those little meters, and they're not that expensive, and you will see it for yourself. It's crazy. And sometimes that alone is causing people extra angst because they're never away from this and computers and lights and crap. Never thought of that, did you?
Oh no, I knew about, it's like a blue light or something like that on your cell phone. I've heard about that study before.
Yeah, but you think about it, you're also surrounded constantly. You go to bed, I guarantee you've got stuff plugged in right beside your bed.
Yeah, I have my phone charged or something. Yeah. Well, actually, I still see with my TV on.
Yeah, all that, even that plugged in stuff beside you is still affecting you. Because you've got things plugged in. So your body's always absorbing that EMF stuff.
Right.
We're charged up people. And not always in a good way. But anyway, I really, really hope this has helped. I am so honored that you came on and talked about it, because I'm really hoping that by you sharing your story, that other people will go, oh, well, AT2's cool. If he's doing it, it must be okay.
I hope so. I really do.
Before we leave, how has it helped you to go?
For me, it mostly reinforced a lot of stuff that I was thinking or the way I was feeling. It wasn't because I was all like, oh, maybe I needed someone to tell me that I'm doing something wrong, and it was nothing like you're doing anything wrong. Like most of the emotions, most of the feelings I was having were validated, and it's like, yeah, things happen, and you do have those kind of feelings, like. It made me feel like I was human.
Yeah, people need to feel like they're human. People need to be able to express their feelings instead of always feeling like they have to shove them somewhere. I mean, what is it with people and not being okay to talk about feelings?
Right. I agree.
What is so negative about it? Why is it got to be shoved away? If more people communicated with that, and the number one thing is if everybody showed respect to each other, showed integrity, right, and were more genuine, everything would be cool.
I agree.
Didn't feel like, oh, you got to stuff it away, you got to act a certain way, you got to be, screw that. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, my number one thing is integrity. And I could have gone a million different ways with my channel, but I got to stay with my integrity or I don't feel okay. I can't do it. I can't do it a certain way just to try to make my channel grow.
Right.
Or I don't feel okay.
Always stay true to yourself. That's the best advice.
Yeah, because then you don't feel all right inside. Do you?
No.
So I'm just going to scrape up that eel. I'm going to keep scraping. So that's why I say your vibe attracts your tribe, man. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And there's a big truth to that. So you do you and I'll do me.
Right.
But I greatly, greatly appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful, healing, deep sleep.
Yes, I hope so too.
And I hope that the people that do find this are the ones that definitely need to hear it.
Yes, and thank you for having me. And I'm always so open about these kind of conversations. So I feel honored that you asked me to be a part of this show.
Thank you very, very kindly. I do deeply appreciate it.
Of course. And I wish you nothing but the best. And hopefully you will be a YouTube partner. You deserve it. You've earned it. And you worked your butt off to get it.
Oh, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there.
Sooner than later.
Definitely. Have a beautiful night. Everybody,
thank you.
Your love to AT2.
Yes, and thank you everyone in the chat for being here too as well. Hopefully, like dear Dana said, it was healing for everyone. And of course, Dana, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you so much, AT2. Have a good night. And everybody, thank you for coming. Sending so much love to everybody. And those in the replay gang, let me know if you got something out of this and leave your comments below. And if you have any questions, just put them down and I'll answer them. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, you don't have to, but you can. You can do so at Miracles3 at charter.net or at, I always forget, Dear Dana 1111 at Cash App. But just your presence here has been a great, great blessing. And that's enough for me. I love you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. And just remember, your vibe does attract your tribe. Mwah. So much love to you, and we are going to go. Here we go, y'all.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way.
This is Neffex. I love them.
Driveway is a nice way.
Yeah.
As I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain.
Let's go, let's go. Thank you for coming here, Dana.
Ingredient is belief. Never see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even
Thank you,
when
AT2.
you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Better see